In recent years, I've come on to a very different way of thinking about human anatomy in regard to yoga. And the model I've been using is something that's called tensegrity, and when applied to animals and humans, it's sometimes called biotensegrity. Now, let me explain this using this children's toy, which is an example of a tensegrity device. Now, what you may notice when you see this is that there are these wooden dowels or struts that are the weight-bearing elements in the structure. And there are these elastic bands that connect these units that provide a kind of tensional force. So there's compressive force of the wooden struts here, and in the human body, by the way, the equivalent would be the bones, and the equivalent of the tensile units, the elastic bands, would be the myofascia, which has some ability to create tension and also has some elasticity depending on the composition of the fibers in the fascia, different areas of the body, different structures of the body. Now, the interesting thing about a tensegrity structure, like a geodesic dome or like a bicycle wheel, is that everything in the device is interconnected. You move one part of this structure, everything adjusts. It maintains this tension, but the individual components move separately from each other. Now, what makes these structures particularly advantageous for things like practicing asana is that there's a pliability to them. That when you compress the structure in one place, all that force, instead of being localized to just the place you're pushing, instead that weight is distributed through the whole structure. And this is part of what makes something like a geodesic dome or even a suspension bridge so strong, because they can move with the forces. And you'll notice, although we often talk about individual parts, individual muscles, individual parts of bones moving, in a true tensegrity structure, as I believe the human body, when optimally aligned, functions as, there is no moving one part without moving the whole thing. And so how to take this holistic view of anatomy and apply that to asana practice is what I've really been up to in recent years. And I'm having a lot of fun with it.